I have a surprise. I'm pregnant! Woo! Yeah, I've been pregnant for like 5 months. It's been a minute and I just haven't filmed anything just because first trimester, you know, if you've been pregnant, you can relate. It's not like the best and you're really not telling anyone. And then I've just been enjoying the second trimester, just kind of living in the moment, experiencing it. But I know if I let this first pregnancy season go past and I don't document anything about it or film anything about it, I'm gonna be really sad. I know it's something that I would regret in the future. So everybody wants to know what's going on when you're pregnant. You get so many questions in person and I've noticed some patterns with the questions. A lot of them are similar. I thought I would just compile a list of all the questions I've been getting in person and just kind of answer them on camera so I can go back and look at this. I just think it'll be fun. So that's what I've done. I'm gonna answer all the nitty-gritty questions. So here we go. So the biggest question that you get when you're pregnant is, how are you feeling? That's honestly the question that I've gotten the most. And we waited quite a while to tell people. So the first trimester was not so good, but no one knew during the first trimester. Just a few people knew. Really, if people had asked during the first trimester, I would have said, I'm not so good. During the first trimester, I had a lot of nausea. That was really the first time that I had experienced nausea so consistently, and it was definitely different. I noticed that sour things really helped me. Lime specifically was really, really good. I would just squeeze lime into water and I would squeeze so much of it and it wouldn't even like affect me. I wouldn't be like, oh wow, this is so sour. It just tasted good. For some reason that really helped with the nausea for me. Lime flavored things. I just really wanted like strong lime or sour. It just seemed like it distracted from the nausea. I don't know the science behind why it works, but it did for me. I did try those Prego Pops or Preggy Pops. They really didn't work for me. They weren't sour enough and they just kind of tasted like candies. So I really wasn't craving candy, so it really didn't hit the spot. I have a bunch of them still in my kitchen. I guess that just goes to show that things that work for some people don't work for all people. So yeah, so I had nausea and I really only threw up like once or twice. So it wasn't as bad as it could have been, but nausea is no fun. And then I had a lot of food aversions. That was really a big one, is that I was so hungry all the time, but nothing sounded good. So it was kind of like this frustrating limbo between like, I'm starving, I feel like my blood sugar is dropping, like everything feels off in my body, but nothing sounds good. So chicken, unfortunately, was something that sounded disgusting to me, and I'm still, like grilled chicken specifically, I'm still kind of grossed out by. Since I do make a lot of the food in the house, cooking kind of was hard. Your sense of smell is really heightened. So I had to make steak for Zach quite a few times and I just was not about it. I was gagging. I mean, it was a whole scene. It was quite dramatic. Taking out the trash was awful. I know some women really struggle with getting water down without gagging. I don't know why that would be, but that happens to some women. And it slightly happened to me. It had to be like ice cold water or bubbly water, sparkling water of some sort. That was really good. Like sparkling water with lime was just amazing, or like liquid IV and ice cold water. So it's just like really funny how picky you get in the first trimester, or at least how picky I got. That was definitely tricky. And then, like I mentioned, being so fatigued, that really caught me so off guard. I think I knew to some extent that pregnant women get tired, but I didn't know it would hit me like a bus. I did not know that for the first little bit there, I would be feeling like so worn out just by doing the laundry, just by doing the dishes, like not even doing anything. So not telling anyone especially made that really hard because, you know, you're still going to church, you're still doing this, you're still doing that, and everyone's kind of expecting you to be normal, and you're trying to keep this secret a little bit, not make it too obvious. And you don't want to just walk around telling everyone that you don't feel good all the time because they're gonna catch on. And a few people did definitely catch on. It was hard just trying to act normal when you're so tired and all you want to do is just go home and sleep. Second trimester so far has been good. Energy has gone back up, but still you have your moments where it's like, I just need to go and take a nap. Food aversions have gone away. There's just still some like lingering PTSD from like, I still am struggling with grilled chicken. I don't know why. Yeah, second trimester so far has been really fun. I am 22 weeks pregnant. I'm enjoying the second trimester bliss. It has been great. Now, when everyone asks me that question of how are you feeling, I'm like, good. There's really nothing to report. The belly is growing rapidly now. At first, it was like you really couldn't even tell. It kind of just felt like I was bloated. I was a little bit like, I don't really want to wear a bikini because I'm pregnant in the summer. I just felt a little just bloated. It didn't even look like I was pregnant yet. So I'm enjoying having a belly. I'm enjoying being obviously pregnant. You just feel a little bit more free. People think you're cute because they can see your belly and it's more fun. I will do maybe another recap for the third trimester and just kind of document that as well. Do we know the gender? No. Are we gonna know the gender? No, not until the baby's born. So we are one of those crazy people that's gonna wait. We're pretty content actually. Normally when you tell people that, there's like one of two reactions. People are either like, oh my gosh, I can never do that, you know? Or people are like, oh, we did that and we loved it and kudos to you. So it's kind of like a mixed bag. I have felt such peace over this pregnancy. I have not felt this overwhelming desire to know so I can buy, you know, gender themed clothes or set up the nursery gender themed. I know that this is like a meme, but I think I definitely lean more towards neutral colors for the nursery and for the baby's wardrobe anyways. So it just kind of seemed like the right route for us. I just think it'll be such a special moment to find out at the birth. I'm hoping it'll give me motivation to get through the birth. And my plan is, and I know things don't always go according to plan, but I'm just praying that this one does. Maybe I can tell the doctor to not say if it's a boy or a girl so that Zach can be the first one to say it's a boy, it's a girl. That would be ideal. It should also be noted, just for documentation purposes, that Zach strongly believes it's a boy. He has not wavered this whole time. He really, really, really thinks that he has received from the Lord. I have to say I'm carrying low. So if that old wives' tale is true, then it could be a boy. For me personally, I am not leaning either way. It's hard to not lean toward it being a boy though, because Zach is so set that this one is a boy. So it's hard for me in my mind to not start to think that as well. But I really have not had any major feeling either way. I'm kind of just impartial. I'm in the middle. Obviously both of us would be totally fine with whichever, but it's just, I think it's gonna be really funny to see if he was right. We'll see. Was this pregnancy planned? Yes and no at the same time. It wasn't like it completely caught us by surprise because obviously like we knew what we were doing. I was not on birth control. At the same time, it wasn't like we were specifically trying. It was just, it was the Lord's timing. And that's truly the only way that I can put it. What was my reaction to finding out? It was funny because like, you know, I knew that there was a chance that I could be pregnant and I hadn't been feeling my best. So Zach was even saying, like, at one point he said, you know, if you're not pregnant, I'm gonna be worried for your health. So I think that there was this knowledge in the back of our head, like, yeah, Mel's probably pregnant. But at the same time, I just kind of had thought, oh, it couldn't be right now. Like, I'm 22. It's funny because I had just ordered a like big pack of pregnancy test strips, just like the little ones off Amazon, because I just thought, oh, you know, we're married now. I should probably just have them just in case, so I can just test really quick and just know. Oh, they had come in the mail and Zach was home and I told him, you know, I'm gonna go take one, like just for fun. Then I called Zach in and we looked at it together and it was very much so pregnant, 2 lines right away, dark red. So I think it was supposed to take like 5 minutes or so, but it really was like right away. So then I took another one and same thing, right away, 2 dark red lines. Then we were shocked, but not really at the same time. We're like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. And we up and went to Walmart really quick and we got like 2 packs of like 3 different types of pregnancy tests in each. So we got all the pregnancy tests. We came back home, I took all of them, and they were all the same thing, like right away, you're pregnant, you're very pregnant. So it was just like this immediate confirmation of this is happening. So it was exciting. My reaction really was just like shocked, but at the same time, like I don't think it had really set in yet that I'm gonna be having a baby. I think it's kind of over the whole pregnancy so far been like this thing of kind of falling more and more into the idea of, oh my gosh, I'm really pregnant, you know, like with every kick, every time I wake up and I look and I see my belly getting bigger, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is really happening. I think when I had first found out, it was like emotional, but I really hadn't made that connection yet. Like, you're going to have a baby in 9 months. And I don't think Zach really had either. He's just so like cool, calm, and collected. He could have received the best news in the world, which we did, or he could have received the worst news in the world, like the world could be falling apart. And he is just the type of personality, which I'm so grateful for. He's just so calm and so level-headed and so steady. He's very consistent. So he was excited, but at the same time, he was just calm. He was not like crazy emotional or anything like that. So yeah, our reactions were pretty just like normal, I guess. It's not like it was completely out of the blue. So yeah, that's pretty much how it went. Okay, so do I have a birth plan? Currently, yes, somewhat. It's kind of a vague one. I'm not like, I haven't written it out. I haven't gotten very specific with it yet. Things could change. I could have a change of heart. You never know. Also, it should be noted that I kind of sort of feel like birth plans are one of those things. It's like, you can have a birth plan completely written out. You can give it to the doctor. You can do all these things. And still, it's not really up to you. So part of me is kind of like, well, I don't really want to have a very specific plan. But if I were to have a birth that went exactly how I went, Lord willing, it would be a vaginal delivery, not a C-section. I do want to get an epidural. I don't want to do a natural birth just for this one. I know it's extremely popular. I just think that for my first, I might just go this route and I will explore deeper into it for my other pregnancies. I know we're gonna have more children. I think I might get a little bit braver after my first birth. I just want to see how this one goes. I just want to do it in the hospital. I just want people around that can help if something were to go wrong. I just feel the most peace of mind in that scenario. I think it should be noted though that no matter what type of birth that you plan for, it's all beautiful. I mean, it's really just about getting the baby out in a healthy and safe way. I really don't have any strong opinions about either. It's just that the hospital birth just gives me the most peace of mind, and that's just what I feel the best about right now. Okay, so this one's fun. Have you started setting up the nursery / where is the nursery in your small little home? Are you guys gonna move? No, we're not gonna move. We're gonna stay where we are. We're on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, and we live in a little guest house out back, and it's a 2-story guest house. I think it's fine. I don't think that we need that much more space, at least right now. I will show you the nursery because we have started setting it up. The crib came in, the mattress came in, our rug came in. So we just have those few things in the nursery right now. Our nursery is in our walk-in closet back there. So it's kind of splits off into 2 directions. And so we moved all of the stuff from Zach's side over to my side. We got rid of some clothes. So I'm really excited though, just to get those few things in there because I think it just makes it that much more real. So I will show you the nursery. Ta-da! That is pretty much it. It's a tiny little space. So we don't have room for very much. That's why I'm like, it's a nursery, kind of. This crib is a baby Leto crib. I think it's beautiful. It's absolutely my most favorite thing. It's so funny because Zach was so set on having a darkwood crib. He just thought that was more classic. And I was like, no, I mean, like, I feel like it should be white, you know, just because I feel like a nursery just needs to be a little bit brighter and happier, cleaner looking. So this was a nice compromise for sure. We have a Newton baby mattress, which is 100% breathable and washable, and that will give me so much peace of mind. We have this little picture here that Zach's mom gave us. This little blue rug in here. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this space over here, but I'm thinking about putting like a little cube cubby storage thing with the little pull-out fabric drawers, and then maybe some shelves up here. I'm still debating on keeping these racks up here. I think I'm gonna put a little trash can right here, and maybe we'll move either the hamper over here or the changing table. We have this little sleep sack, so sweet. The sound machine, of course. That is all we have so far. It is very humble, but it will do the job. So yeah, so it'll be nice just to be able to have some separation, just because we can just close this door. Our bed is right there, so it's not like we're super far away or anything. So yeah. Okay, so those are all the questions that I've been asked the most, and so I'm just happy to get this documented. Finally, I know I'm a little bit late to the game, but I'm planning on doing a 3rd trimester recap before I give birth, so you can look forward to that. But if you are watching, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!